What's up, everybody? Welcome back. The Raiders. The Raiders were beat by the New Orleans Saints 28-0. They were shut out for the first time since 2014. They have not been shut out since 2014. They did not score any points. They couldn't even get the ball past the 50-yard line. And you may say, what went wrong? In a previous video, I mentioned that the Raiders need to run the ball. They didn't run the ball. The Raiders just simply abandoned the run. They abandoned running the ball again. They didn't score any points. In the previous weeks, 3 weeks before the Saints game, they ran the ball. They ran the ball and they scored 30 points. But this time, they just regressed and decided to do the old gunslinger, sling the ball all over the field. And what you get? You got a big fat goose egg. You didn't score any damn points. Look, if you want to win games, you got to run the ball. You don't have the quarterback to win a bunch of ball games by slinging the ball all over the field. Derek Carr was underthrowing the ball, overthrowing the ball, or just throwing the ball anywhere, hoping that somebody would catch it. Then we had some horrendous coaching. On a 3rd and 1, they called the old jet sweep for Davante Adams, and needless to say, it was not successful. Why didn't you just let Josh Jacobs handle the ball on 3rd and 1? So now on 4th and 1, you decide to fake a field goal. But the bad thing about it, your fake field goal, it looked fake. So 4th and 1, you do a fake field goal and it's unsuccessful. Why not just give the ball to the best running back in the NFL on 3rd down? And if you don't get it on 3rd down, give it to him on 4th down. So Josh McDaniels, it was just a horrendous coaching on your part, Josh McDaniels. This is the same Josh McDaniels that is supposed to be an offensive guru, the great Josh McDaniels. I said in a previous video, Raider fans deserve better than Josh McDaniels. This was an all-out embarrassment. This was embarrassing. 28-0. The Raiders couldn't even get the ball past the 50-yard line with their starting unit. They had to bring in Stidham to get the ball past the 50-yard line and still not able to score any points. Well, let's see what they had to say.
You know, if you look at somebody and see it, we got to say something, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I think it was more of an awakening that, I thought we had a good week of practice, but now you go back and look at it and be like, now you really look at it and be like, was it as good as we thought it was? Did we come, or was it just the mindset of waking up this morning and coming out to the game, and we'll talk about that. We'll look at that, but it starts with us 100%. We'll look at that and try and, as a whole, one thing I know about our team is that we've responded every time.
So, there's really nothing that you can say or that you can do when you are shut out in today's NFL. How do you get shut out in today's NFL? Nothing. You can't get the ball past the 50-yard line? Really? The 50-yard line? You have one of the best kickers in the NFL and you couldn't even get a field goal. I still don't understand how you can have an NFL football team that cannot get the ball past the 50-yard line. I guarantee you, if you took one of these college teams, they could get the ball past the 50-yard line. If you took Alabama, LSU, USC, either University of Southern California or University of South Carolina, either USC could have got the ball past the 50-yard line. But the Raiders, with Derek Carr, Davante Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and this great tools, all these tools that they got for this offense, was not able to get the ball past the 50-yard line. So what's next? What's next? You went into the game with one of the better offenses in the NFL, but couldn't get past the 50-yard line with your great offensive guru. Just when you think you've reached the lowest of the low, you go even lower. You lose a 17-point lead. You lose a 20-point lead, and now you get shut out. I don't know. It just doesn't get any lower than this. You get shut out for the first time since 2014. I wonder who's the quarterback in 2014?
And here's Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's right. It was the same guy. Back in 2014, he got shut out, but now 8-9 years into the NFL, you get shut out again, and you have your college buddy as one of your receivers. It doesn't get any worse than this. So, Jacksonville, here we come.